Okay, and then let's go ahead and start that one. Yep, you can see it. It's good. Hey everyone, how's it going? Say hi. We are here for our live cooking show demo. So excited to be here with you. My name is Katie. You've seen me as Katie Pampered Chef Lady on our party, and so I hope that you're having fun already. And today we're going to be making salsa chicken lettuce wraps, and I'm just making sure I have everything. And I'm going to make some guacamole, as well as a lava cake, and we're just, we're going all in. So I have some meal prep tips in here. It's a really healthy recipe as well, but I had to go decadent as well, and we're gonna do a chocolate lava cake. So that whole healthy eating and meal prep tips, it's true, but there has to be a little fun, especially because it's quarantine time, right? So I hope that you guys are staying safe and healthy. Just a little bit as we get started. I've been with Pampered Chef for almost 9 years. It'll be 9 years in June, and I've been doing ultimately mostly cooking shows in people's homes, getting to know hosts and guests and making dinner for them a couple nights a week for the last several years, at least the last 7, 8 years. And I really have been struggling as like an extrovert, not doing these cooking shows. So what I've done for this quarantine, because Pampered Chef is the way that I support my family, it's our main source of income for us, I am just going all online. And so part of the Facebook world is cabin fever parties or Feeding America or Hope Lodge fundraisers. I can also do a fundraiser for any organization that you would like me to. And right now we have some specials for fundraisers as well. So if you're joining us from any of the parties, I got to give a shout out, first of all, to Miss Jane, because Jane is the reason why we are here at 2 p.m. on this day. We were planning to do a live in-person cooking show at her home, and unfortunately with the stay-at-home order in Missouri, we couldn't do that. And so we're trying the next best thing by having these Facebook parties together. We're so glad that you're here. I also want to do a shout out to Miss Katie, whose birthday is tomorrow, and she wanted to invite her friends so that we could celebrate her birthday together in a fun way. And so the cake is in honor of our friend Katie. Even though it might make you more jealous that you can't have it, I would totally share it with you. And then of course to all of the hosts that have invited friends to this party. You guys are, keeping me and my family surviving in this time. So I'm so grateful to you. And when you host this party, I just know that you're going to get a ton of free things, maybe to help you make life a little bit easier in the kitchen. And then also a big thank you to all of our guests who are watching or who will be watching the replay. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate your time in watching this. I hope you learn a tip or two, maybe be inspired. That's my mission, to inspire you to take your next step. Maybe that's in the kitchen, maybe that's by hosting so that you can get some of these products in your home, or maybe it's like you want to do what I do and facilitate these little block parties on Facebook and earn a little extra income. So I do have a special coming at the end of our little demo here. So stay tuned, and anyone that watches will be eligible for this little special. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Quickcooker. How do you like I have my notes. The Quickcooker here is Pampered Chef's version of a pressure cooker. Okay, so there's lots of popular ones out right now. Pampered Chef did their due diligence of making sure that this is the safest and has the most features, and that has the highest quality. It has a 1-year guarantee, and it has just been so nice to have, because when you use the Quickcooker, whether you're cooking for one, like sometimes I do, because there are some foods that I like that my family just doesn't. I'll make it just for one, and then I'll have leftovers. You can also make food for groups and groups of people. So like when I'm doing the parties in person, I'll make this salsa chicken and we can feed 20 people, and it just takes about 15 minutes. So I love how quick it is. You can do everything from rice to chicken and beef. The the pork in here, like the ribs, is amazing. It really can do everything in such a short time. Pressure cooking keeps more nutrition in, and it really is quite impressive. So we're gonna get that heating up on our sear setting, which is kind of like a hot plate. Where am I going? Refrigerator, sorry. Should have got that out, sorry. Okay, so we've got a couple pieces of chicken. I tried to get, you know, as many groceries as I could. Over the last week, we were able to get one grocery order in. I want to show you the close and cut. It's one of my favorite meal prep tools. I'm going to show you first with our tomatoes. And let's give a shout out to this little easy read measuring cup. It's pretty awesome. And it can, you know, I rinse the tomatoes off. You can store them in here, and it keeps mold from growing, like if you have blueberries or things like that, raspberries. Love that. And you can also like pour your can in there, or on the bottom side with tuna. So I've got my tomatoes in here. I'm going to close and cut all the way down. You can get this as a set with the knife. And what's nice about having the chef's knife is that it goes all the way through. Okay, so now we have our tomatoes cut in half. Isn't that excellent? All right, I should put these somewhere I can use them again. I didn't think about that. Sorry, guys. How about a little prep bowl? Okay, so I'll put my tomatoes in my prep bowl. I wanted to show you those first. Also, with our knives, they all come with a case. So a lot of people will get a knife that they see and they don't realize that it comes with this. So it comes with it. You don't have to buy the replacement part on it. And I love that because you can just like put it with your lunch and such. So our chicken here, I've got 2 large pieces of chicken. We're going to put those on the close and cut as well. Close it down. Okay. And then the chicken will be cut perfectly in half. Isn't that nice? So this really eliminates the need for you to have to tenderize it. We do sell a great tenderizer as well, but it's so nice and thin, like little chicken cutlets, that you can sear them very quickly. They cook very evenly. What I love about it is that even when you're cooking like on a skillet or something, a lot of times you're so scared that the center is going to be raw and the outside is getting overdone. So I just love that part about it. So little short intermission here while I go wash my hands. But please tell us, do you have a favorite Pampered Chef product already? Tell us that in the comments. All right. Now, as we prep our chicken, instead of using a lot of oil, I like to use our kitchen spritzer. So the kitchen spritzer here will build up pressure, and then it will spritz just as if it were like a mister, like a canned aerosol, but it doesn't have the chemicals, and it won't ruin your hands over time. So we're just gonna lightly spritz it and then put our Southwest seasoning on the chicken. We'll do the same to the other side. I prep my chicken just about the same way for every meal, whether I'm using the Quickcooker or a grill pan. I love to just do a light spritz of oil. Typically, I'll use a high heat oil like avocado oil on there. Okay, so I've got our chicken. Now, because the Quickcooker has been warming on sear, we're gonna should hear a little bit of a sizzle. Okay. And that's just warming things up. You can put up to 3 pounds of chicken in there. I'm just doing 1 pound because our family doesn't need too much. I'm going to go ahead and turn the sear setting off. And then we will move on with our vegetables. So I'm going to be using our Santuco knife. Again, has a nice tight case. It comes with every knife. All right. This is my favorite knife because it's small, but it also has like these little indentions on it so that if you're cutting through something large like a potato, it doesn't stick to it and make it dangerous to like pull off. So I'm going to cut the top off of our bell pepper and then take the scoop loop, which by the way, this is one of our door prizes. If you participate this week and comment on things, if you share, you know, what you think or watch videos, You're going to be entered in every time that you comment for one of our scoop loops, or there's a few other prizes if you don't need this that you can choose from. I'm just going to get in there and get all the seeds out at once, and then you can kind of scrape the little membranes out to make it completely clear. All right. Now the quick slice is one of my favorites. I know we've already had some questions about this one. It is one of my favorite meal prep tools as well. When I'm making taco night, or it's like if I'm making anything with mushrooms or strawberry shortcake, it will cut cheese, zucchini, all kinds of things. It can be small or big. All right, so here's our bell pepper. It'll also do larger things. So if this was a tomato, it would cut through a tomato with the serrated edge that it has. It doesn't like smush it in. It just cuts it nice into nice little fajita. And if I wanted to do it again and make it smaller, totally cool. And I use this for pineapple, strawberries, cucumbers, zucchinis, just anything that's like soft enough to cut through with a thin steel blade. All right, so I'm gonna take my cutting mat here, add our vegetables, and we're moving on to our onions, so I can fry for you. All right, now with our onion, I'm gonna try and show you our Spiralizer, because I love this one. And you know, if you decide to invite friends to a Facebook party like the one that you're attending, I can do a different theme for your cooking show. I like to do those on Sundays, and then throughout the week you can watch the replay, play along with us, and I'll do the door prize the following week. So our Spiralizer makes zucchini noodles, squash noodles, sweet potato noodles, anything you want. And also, when you are spiralizing something super thin, like this onion here, it'll just kind of give the flavor without having big chunks of onion. All right, it left us a little bit of an outer layer, but that's not too bad. So we'll just pop these in. And then I wanted to show you, it comes apart very easy for cleaning. Top rack of the dishwasher works great. And then I will add our onions to the salsa chicken. And finally, for some bonus flavor, a cup of salsa and some garlic. So this is our garlic press. I don't even have to peel, just pop it in there. And then there's a brush to kind of get it off and out. So a lot of people buy this garlic press and then they lose the brush. That is a product you can buy if you need it. Oh, I'm flinging garlic. No one's in the splash zone though. Maybe the camera will get some splash. All right, so there's our garlic press. Again, presses through the skin. Isn't that awesome? Okie doke. So now we're going to get this rocking and rolling so it can be cooking for you. This is our ceramic pot that you can get as an accessory to the Quickcooker. And here's our mesh strainer. So I love to rinse my rice. The mesh strainer is so tight, like the tight knit for the drain, that you can rinse quinoa, you can rinse, you can even like separate gravy with it. It's really awesome. I didn't know I needed a fine mesh strainer until I got it, and now I love it. So I love to rinse the rice because it takes some of the starchiness out, and it's kind of like restaurant quality without even trying. Just rinse it, and then it's dishwasher safe, but it's really simple to clean since it's nice and tight, nothing gets stuck in there. And 1 cup rice to 1 cup water. This ceramic pot is really great for steaming anything with your food. So I love the Quickcooker because you can do the whole meal. You can put your vegetable, your meat, your rice or your potatoes all in one, and then you just push the start button and walk away. So you actually can put this right on top of the food. No big deal there. It's all going to cook together. Make sure that your steel is in, okay, and that your pressure gauges are down. Does anyone use pressure cookers at home? If you do, I'd love to know your recipes. All right, so now we're going to take it over to the chicken setting. And if it's too much time, which I have those really thin, just 1 pound of really thin chicken, it's not going to take a full 15 minutes. So I'm going to push time and take off about 3 minutes and then push start. And then that will start building up pressure. And our entire dinner is in there, okay? The rice, the chicken, the vegetables, the salsa, the seasoning, it's all in there in one. And I'm cooking it for 10 minutes, okay? Some of our recipes are like if you're just cooking rice, just cooking eggs, I mean, 4 or 5 minutes for things, super quick. The only thing that I didn't realize, like as I was learning to use the pressure cooker, is it does have like a warm up time to build the pressure. So just kind of an extra 10 minutes usually, and then it starts cooking. It's super quick. And again, my favorite thing with the quick cooker is you can literally walk away. You're just like done. So I'm going to move on to dessert. And anybody's birthday that's this week, if you want to tell us that it's your birthday, we'll celebrate with you. I know Miss Katie, your birthday is this week. So happy birthday to Katie, one of our hosts. All right, so we are going to be making a lava cake, and we're going to do that in our Rockcrok. And I wanted to show you the whole thing. The Rockcrok slow cooker set, this is the 4-quart Dutch oven. It's a pot, and it has our Rockcrok material. The Rockcrok is an evolution of our stone. So who here is a Pampered Chef stoner? You have a pizza stone, a bar pan, a toaster oven pan. What do you love about your stones? How long have you had them? Are they starting to turn black? These are all the questions that people ask, right? And with stones, the darker they look, the better they cook. So they season over time. But we know that some people really hate the idea of not using soap on their stones. And so Pampered Chef found a way to make this stone and clay mixture with the Rockcrok. It's our 4-quart Dutch oven. It is literally every kind of pot. So if you are trying to downsize your kitchen and get rid of things, this would be like your set, because you could get rid of your crock pot. You could get rid of some skillets, a stock pot. You could get rid of some Pyrex dishes, or, I mean, no offense to Pyrex, you know what I'm talking about, like anything glass or other kinds of cookware, and just have this one pot to do it all, because it literally travels around the kitchen. You can use it on the stovetop, any stovetop. I've got a glass top, everyone always asks, but the Rockcrok is good for that. It's good for in the oven, so your casseroles or chickens or dishes or whatever. You can do a whole chicken in here. You can use it in the microwave because there's no metal in it. So it's so awesome. You can even bake a cake in it. That's what we're going to do today. It's dishwasher safe, soap safe. You can put it on the grill. You can take it on the Girl Scout or Boy Scout outing and make a dump cake in it, or use it over the campfire. The Rockcrok truly is our most versatile piece. I mean, it's one of my favorites. Now, we're not going to use the warming stand. This is called the slow cooker stand. So if like you already have the Rockcrok, you could get this as an additional piece. And it has low and high, but then the warm setting is like extra low. So you could potentially cook like all day on that one. So anyway, that one's pretty awesome. Or you can get it, if you buy it as a set, it's on sale right now. So it's, I think it's $30 or $40 less when you buy it as a set. Okay, it is a 5-year guarantee as well. Okay, so we're going to use a chocolate cake mix. You can see mine has already been opened. We have been making half cakes during this quarantine because somebody doesn't have a lot of self-control when it comes to sweet. And so I've just been doing my math and making half, okay? It's a tip, right? You can do it, you can do it. All right, so we are going to be using half of the recipes called for ingredients. So that's your eggs, or oil and water, half of what it calls for. And then it should be 3 eggs. So how do you do that? Well, I've got 1 egg here, 1 regular egg. And then if you didn't know about this little trick, this is flaxseed. And I always have flaxseed on hand because I put it in my smoothies. So I just did, it's 1 tablespoon flaxseed and 3 tablespoons water for 1 egg. So I just did half tablespoon water and 1.5 for the flaxseed, so that I have half an egg substitution right there in my flaxseed. Okay. Also, this little set here, this measuring cup set, you look down on them. Love it. It comes with a little mini guy, comes with a 4-cup measure. Use those all the time. You guys may even have those. All right, this is our masher. It's supposed to be like just for mashed potatoes, but I find it works really well as a nylon whisk. And when you have like cookware like the Rockcrok here, it doesn't scratch or flake off. There's no like coating on it. However, it looks prettier when you don't use the metal on it. So I like to use my nylon or my wood tools on it, even though it is safe for metal. It just looks prettier. There's like little mini scratches. You can tell it's been used if not. All right, so I've got my cake mix all mixed up in there with my mix and masher. Okay, let me throw this in the sink here. Who wants to come over and do dishes? That's what I want to know. There was a funny meme on Facebook about quarantine dishes. Like you just get done and you like turn the dishwasher on and you come back and there's like 2 cups in there and you're like, oh, so you open it back up and you put the 2 cups in and you come back to the sink and there's like a full sink of dishes. I feel like that's really true right now. You just can't turn around without people using things. Why don't you guys tell me, how many people are you quarantined with? Who are you staying home with? Is it your family? Are you, do you have 1, 2, who are you with and how are you surviving? What are you doing? What do you find yourself doing most often? Is it like pouring yourself into work? Is it going on walks? I know I've been like learning to run since it all started. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I'm gonna use my cookie scoops just to plop in icing, and notice I'm doing that before I cook the cake. So I've got a half a can of icing here because of course we already did half of this in the past. Oh boy. All right, we'll save just a tiny bit for the top. So now we've got, can you see it? Yeah. Oh. Oh, I'm always making mistakes. I just want the plops to be like evenly spaced so that as the cake bakes, it's gonna like rise up and that liquid icing is gonna melt through it and that will make our lava, okay? So we're gonna throw this in the microwave. And I'm gonna do 6 minutes on the microwave. It usually is 10 minutes if it's a full cake, but I just noticed that it didn't need that much time. If you get a product from your host or with, if you buy a Pampered Chef product, you can save me in your phone as Katie Pampered Chef Lady or find me on Facebook. I'm always happy to answer questions, give you suggestions, give you recipes. If you have things like, how do I do this or how do I convert that? I get excited to help you, okay? I don't want you to even worry a bit about it. If you're reaching out to me to use and love your products, it makes me excited. So I want you to know that I welcome you to do that, and I turn my notifications off when I can't answer, so you won't bother me either. Okay, so let's make our guacamole. I'm going to be using the food processor. This is the manual food processor. It's really great for anyone that just has heart issues with hands or wrists or anything like that, because we're literally crumping. Kiddos can do it as well, and the blades are away from you, so they're safe. To make my guacamole, I like to use jalapeno, which I'm going to pop in there. This is our herb keeper, and I have cilantro in there all the time. You grab some little shears. Okay, so our professional shears, I use these to cut my chicken and trim. I also use them like just as everyday scissors. They're super sharp. They always cut through things. So I'm going to grab some cilantro. This cilantro is over a week old. As you know, it's harder to get groceries right now. So if you can figure out how to keep produce fresh longer, of course, that's welcome. So you can see it's nice and fresh. Smells amazing too. I know some people don't like cilantro, but for me, I love it. We're gonna use that again to make cilantro lime rice. So I've got my jalapeno. I've got my cilantro in there. I want to use some chipotle seasoning in here as well. This is Pampered Chef's. All right. And we're gonna just start with those dry ingredients. All right, nice and chopped. And when you are chopping your herbs first, you actually get some of them to permeate throughout the mixture a little bit better. And that is nice because it helps when your herbs are opened up, the oils from the herbs can come out into your food. And that helps detoxify your body of heavy metals. So natural herbs, fresh herbs are actually really, really, really good for you to use. So my favorites are fresh basil and fresh cilantro. What are your favorite herbs to use? Or if you always had access to herbs, which ones would you make sure to store in the house? I would love to know that. And what do you use it for? All right, so we've got our tomatoes in there, our cilantro. I'm gonna do a little bit of lime. Love lime for this. It's our citrus press, my fave. I always do this like some citrus in my water in the morning when I'm waking up. It's really good for like helping your body flush after you've woken up in the morning. Also, a more natural form of Gatorade would be half of citrus, so lime or lemon, and then just a pinch of natural salt. So like Himalayan sea salt or real salt. Oh, our pressure cooker is coming. And so what happens, I don't know if you can hear it on the video or not, but there's a little pressure valve that pops up and it locks the lid on so that you cannot open it up no matter what you do. So it will pop up and then it'll start counting down our time. All right, so here is our avocado to finish up our guacamole. There it is. It's pressurized. Okay. I'm gonna take my scoop loop again and grab the avocado here out. The other things that I love to make in this manual food processor, I love it for riced cauliflower, because if you've ever tried to rice cauliflower, it is like the messiest thing if you're trying to do it with like a grater or something. So I adore it for that, because you can just put the florets in there, and I actually add not just cauliflower, but I also do broccoli in there, and I'll mix it all together and then roast it. It has a great texture for like under curry or really anything that you would normally eat rice with. It's got a great texture when you roast it. Highly recommend. Highly, highly. All right. Our scoop loop here, getting every last little bit out. Give me a little trash bowl. All right. Now we'll finish up our guac. Looks so good. Ooh, yeah. Now, just about every product from Pampered Chef is dishwasher safe. You know, people always ask about that. If you're curious about the one you have, if it's dishwasher safe, just ask. I usually know, after you do something for 8-9 years, you start to really know the product. So everyone's like, how do you remember this? I'm like, well, you just over time learn stuff. All right, so now is the time. I want to show you some honorable mentions while we wait. We've got just a little bit more time before the food is ready. We're going to finish with the cilantro lime rice. I want to show you the cake when it's done. And oh, there's the cake. That was fast. Okay, let me show you some honorable mention products. And this is our quick shred. They're $25. They work as a meat lifter. Okay, so if you're like smoking meat or whatever, you could put it out on your pan and then shred your meats. If you have like a large roast, you could pick it up and then use this as like your guide for your cuts of meat or thinner on that side. It is great for, of course, shredding your chicken, your pork, your beef, whatever. And then they're magnetic. Isn't that fun? So those are $25. That might be a really fun gift. And right now, through the 20th of April, which is tomorrow. So if you order today or tomorrow, you're guaranteed in time for Mother's Day. So if you want to order a Mother's Day gift, you could do that and send it right to Mom's house as a gift. And if you need help with orders, like let's say you just aren't comfortable ordering online, or you're going to be ordering one thing for Mom and sending it to her and one thing for you and sending it to you, and you want help with that, you can just personally reach out to me. I will be, getting to those messages as quickly as I can after our video today. This is kind of a fun product. I would love to know who has this or who has the older version of it. It's the Cool and Serve tray. Love it for this time of year because it has these white inserts here. And you put those in the freezer overnight. They stay cold for up to 6 hours. So if you have a taco dip or a fruit dip or even hard-boiled eggs or deviled eggs, you can use it for those to keep them cool, like at a party or, you know, I think graduation parties or like family get-togethers or whatnot. So we use this a lot as a fruit tray, as a taco bar dip, and just keeps everything cold. I have a really yummy recipe for, it's like a jalapeno cilantro ranch dip. Oh, so good. All right, so that's the Cool and Serve tray. That's the large one that I just showed you. It also comes in a smaller form, and then they've got bowls as well, like bowls that you could put your potato salad in and keep it cold, and they're just a bowl with a little freezy insert on the bottom. These little microwave grips are also pretty awesome, especially if you're using the Rockcrok because it has those handles. They are just for the microwave though because it doesn't protect your hands. If you're going to be using anything in the oven, I've got to give a shout out to our oven mitts because they are super flexible and they work really well for smaller hands. Like women's hands typically are just a little thinner, and so sometimes these can be like a little bulky and you can't get the dish out and it's heavy, but these are really great and flexible and they just get better with time. They're dishwasher safe, they are washing machine safe. So you could put them in the washing machine, although they make kind of that rubbery sound, like if you've ever washed your tennis shoes. Kind of fun. All right, so let's grab our cake. The Rockcrok cake here. It has been cooking for 6 minutes. It's perfect. Ooh, yeah. I can see the lava kind of oozing out the sides. We're just going to put some of the rest of the icing on it, let that melt. And then to finalize this recipe, and my favorite thing to do with it, which they didn't have on order at the grocery store, is you order a thing of Rolos and you press in the chocolate Rolo and the chocolate melts and then it's got these little caramel bites in it. Oh my gosh. But we do have caramel ice cream topping. So as soon as this cools just a bit and we rub that icing on, we'll finish with a layer of caramel icing. I'm so excited. Happy birthday to everyone's birthday that's this month. Okay. Let's see, what are we missing? This, getting close. So let me just go through a couple other products that we haven't talked about. And then again, if you haven't shared your favorite product, make sure you do. I'm going to be sharing this special with you here in just a second. This is our ceramic egg cooker. You can make omelets, oatmeal, and mug cakes for one. It's really easy to use. You can put the eggs in, shake her up, and then put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes. Works really nice. We've got these measure-all cups. You've probably seen them before. This is our petite and our mini. They can push in, and you can put like dry ingredients in there, or things that are hard to scrape out, like honey or brown sugar or peanut butter, and just kind of plunge it out into your dish. Also really great, the little tiny one for like maple syrup, honey. I use it for powdered sugar a lot, and they kind of store in each other. I really like that. We are going to be shredding up our chicken with the salad choppers. I saw someone ask about these. They do have a lifetime guarantee, so if anything goes wrong with them, Pampered Chef will replace them. And that's true of most of our products. So if you have anything that breaks or it stops working, you can reach out to me and ask, like, is this still covered under warranty? And we can try and figure that out. If you order from me, I can even look up your receipt. And the customer service is really great. However, I do want to mention that returns as well as some shipping is a little bit delayed right now because of the COVID-19 thing happening. So some of our manufacturing was shut down for a few weeks. They're back up and running, but it's just taking a little time. And our warehouse has not quit production for shipping. Our facility for shipping has not quit, but it is delayed a few days. So if you order today, it's going to take up to 2 weeks probably to get your things. I've seen sooner, and then there are a few products like our air fryer. Our deluxe air fryer is it is on back order, just 2 weeks. You can still order it, but it's going to come 2 weeks later. So I do want to mention, I'll go ahead and share the specials. So the air fryer here is a special that I'm offering. Now, because Pampered Chef is our main source of income, I am really trying to like flourish and figure out how can I offer the same fun and these awesome products to people who are cooking more, still have fun with this, and be sensitive and know that there are people that this Pampered Chef, it's just not in the cards to buy some Pampered Chef, and I get that. However, if you find yourself in a place where you want or have a wish list for any of these products, you can do an online party or an online fundraiser. And when you do either one of those things before May 31st of this year, so anytime the rest of April or through May, I'm entering every single person who has a qualifying party with me. That's $200 in sales, usually 3 orders. You're going to be entered to win an air fryer. And I actually bought this ahead of time, so it's not on back order. I have it in my home ready to give away. I'm going to enter every person who hosts a party with me. So every one of you that's hosting this week, you're entered to win a new air fryer from me. And then everyone that's watching, if you are game for inviting some friends on Facebook to a party, or if you're watching on Zoom, when you don't have Facebook, we could do a Zoom party as well, like we did today. So if you're open to that sometime in the next couple of, like about 6 weeks, then you'll be entered to win that. And I'm actually announcing the winner on June 1st on Katie Pampered Chef Lady page. The other special that I have for you is if you're watching this video, you took some time out of your day and you've given me 30, 45 minutes. So I really appreciate that. And so for everyone who orders from our party and watches this video, you're gonna get a special gift from me. So here's how that works. If you have not ordered yet, and you know what you want now that you've seen some of these products, what you're gonna do is reach out to me personally. You can text me, call me, Facebook, and say, hey, I wanna order for so-and-so's party. And the reason I need you to do that is because if you order online, I actually can't add to an order or change an order once it's gone through online. That's complete, and it's how it's gonna be. There's no edits. But if you order through me, I'd be able to put in your order, add the free gift from me, and pay for my portion as well as put your payments in. So that's why I ask you to reach out to me personally to order after you watch this video if you haven't already ordered online. But what about those of you who are watching this video and you got excited and you already ordered? Totally cool. I will still send you a gift. All I need from you is I need to know somehow, some way that you watched this video. So it would probably be best if you private message me and say, hey, I watched the video and I already ordered, or something like that. You could say that in the comments here and I'll make sure to go through them as well, or you can send me a private message, and then I have a few little gifts on hand that I can just put your address on and put some stamps on it and have it in the mail to you tomorrow. So either way, want to thank you for your orders. Today would be your Sunday fun day. Get a free gift with your order. And then if you're watching this in replay later, it would still apply to you as well. So as long as you watch the video and then you let me know, hey, I watched the video and I want to order this, or I watched the video and I already ordered, that will indicate to me that I owe you a fun little gift, and I will absolutely either mail that to you or I'll put in your order and add my gift. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, please don't hesitate. See if I have any other questions or any other things. Okay, so those are our specials. We're gonna wrap up today. We've got 3 minutes left, so let me see if I can share drinks with you before we end. So Pampered Chef has some really fun drink options. The cold brew pitcher is amazing. You just take the filter here, fill it with coffee grounds. It doesn't have to be anything special. And then you put water in it, let it sit either on the counter or in the fridge. I love cold brew because it cuts all the acidity out. And then of course you could drink it through your little metal straws. I love our metal straws. They save the turtles, and once you get used to them, I love them. Ours have that long length, so they fit in like a Tervis cup, for example. And you know those plastic straws, they just, over time, they're no good. Okay, now our quick stir pitcher has had a little upgrade in the last few years, but it fits nice and slimline in most refrigerators. So this is the large size. You would put your drink in there. Maybe you're making Kool-Aid or sweet tea or something, and just like plunge it to mix. It's also great for sangria. I've got to give a shout out to sangria because it can hold your fruit down if you don't want it in. Now, we have 2 wine bottle openers. This one here will just suck the cork up, okay? And then this one, you have your little foil cutter, and you'd hold your hand around the bottle down and up, and that's as easy as it is. It's super simple. I can't even tell you which one I like better because I love both wine bottle openers. They do have a little bit of a price difference though. All right, so those are some of our drink products. And here, we'll show you these. Oh yeah, the other special. I knew I was forgetting something. I was forgetting a special. All right, so when you spend $80, Pampered Chef gives you a prize too. So not only would you get a little gift from me, but you're also getting a prize for Pampered Chef when you spend $80. And that is our tortilla warmer, which we will use with this recipe when we're done. I'll just put them in there, warm it up for 30 seconds to a minute. It keeps it warm for up to an hour. And I love this thing for pancakes because as pancakes come off and they're warm, throw them in here, and then they're gonna stay warmer while you're cooking the rest of the pancakes. Also great to rewarm your, gonna release the pressure on that. They're also great to rewarm your like rolls, or if you just want a few rolls, you could put a few in there. Our popcorn maker is amazing. It folds flat for storage, but you just put the kernels in there, put that in the microwave for 2 minutes, good to go. The boil over cover is awesome as a splatter screen or to keep your water from boiling over on your pan. And then this is our flat strainer. So it's a collapsible steamer strainer. It doesn't take a lot of room. So if you need to, you know, do your pasta or whatnot, it's a really great strainer for that. And you can use it as a steamer inside your pan as well. Okay, so specials, orders you get a free gift from me, $80, you can add that tortilla warmer. And then for hosting a party, you're going to be entered to win the air fryer, but that's not all. Sounds like an infomercial. You also, for a minimum party in April, so if you invite friends to a party, I guess you'd have to do it next Saturday, you'd be inviting people. You get $70 of free stuff. That's a $50 free product bonus just for hosting in April. Plus you can get our Quickcooker for 60% off if you host in April. So kind of a couple fun little bonuses there. Now, I am gonna finish today with doing our cilantro lime rice and I gotta show you the finished product, right? You wouldn't wanna leave without. Okay, my little grippers. Oh, it smells so good, guys. All right. I didn't think ahead to my my little what is this called? Trivet. We sell those too. All right. So there, our rice will be done. Again, everything was 10 minutes total cook time. There's our rice. All right, I'm gonna add some salt, some lime juice. Okay. My son loves this rice. He's always like, can we have the rice with the leaves in it? And what I'll do for this is I'll actually put it in my little prep bowl here because I don't have my herb mill. Now we sell an awesome herb mill, but I don't have it out. So we're just gonna trim with the shears. Okay. Chop our little herbs up, get those ready. And that's it, salt, lime, and cilantro. And then we'll stir that puppy up. Oh, it looks so good. So good. I wish I was serving it to you guys, I really do. All right, so down here in our Quickcooker, we've got perfect chicken, sauteed onions, love, love, love. And I probably should show you in a bowl. We'll just use the 4-cup here. It's so tender, it's like falling apart. But you can chop, I'm gonna do this inside the bowl, I just wanted you to be able to see. Chop up the chicken, it's falling apart with the vegetables, and you can see it's all ready to eat. Put on our fajitas, or we like to do lettuce wraps too. Looks so good. All right, well, I guess that's all. I wish I was eating with you. That's the only downside of these virtual parties. But tell me, what was your favorite product that you saw today? Is there something that's going on your wish list that you just gotta have? We'd love to know about that. Or maybe there's a product that I didn't talk about and you're like, how could you forget to talk about it? So tell me that as well. All right, guys, well, can't wait to party with you the rest of the week. I'm going to be posting fun little things, 2 or 3 little things every day. But this video will be an announcement post if you want to share it with any other friends. And I just appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day. Okay, see ya.